What's up, everybody? Ben Rasa here from oddshopper.com, back with more betting content and specifically talking about money lines, a term that you probably have heard, a popular bet, and one that we need to understand if we're going to be making wagers. Naturally, point spreads, different types of spreads are all the buzz. That is the most common type of bet. So right here, I go to oddshopper.com. I pull up our NFL spreads, and you can see each of these games, the way that sports betting works, they give the better team points that they have to lay to make it even. So I'll just take a quick example here with the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. In that game on Christmas, the Packers were over a touchdown favorite, and that meant that they needed to win by more than that 7 points to cover that number. Obviously, they do that because logically, if you look at the teams and you look at the personnel, it becomes pretty clear that Green Bay is the better team. So what they do, they balance the bet, they balance it out, and you can see what you have to lay there is around minus 110. That's the standard juice, give or take a couple points here and there. But there is a different type of bet, and it is called the money line. And what it is you don't have to lay or receive the points. It's just straight pick the winner. So if you're like, you know what, I don't want to be dealing with point spreads. I know this team is going to win. I think this team is going to win. I don't want to mess around with the points. You might want to look at a money line. Now, obviously, if you're new to this, you might be thinking, well, that sounds amazing. I'm going to pick the money line for Green Bay so I don't have to lay those points. It's not that simple. What do the books do to combat it? Well, they change the actual odds on the bet. So when you're betting a favorite, the reason that you don't have to lay those points is because you're laying a lot more money. So we look at Green Bay in the same example. Their money line, instead of it being minus 110, it's minus 357. That's the best number available for that bet. That means that you have to wager to win $100, $357, not $110. But where your value or potential value is coming in, if Green Bay wins by 1 point, you're cashing that ticket. On the other example with the point spread, you would not. So this is strictly, we are picking winners. We don't care about how much they win by. We just need our team to win, but our odds are going to change drastically. So for favorites, when you're doing this, you're going to be laying a lot more money out because your chances of success are very high. They're the better team, and you're not having to lean on covering a point spread. But let's, before we get out of here, talk about the other side of these bets. Traditionally, if you're betting a point spread and you bet an underdog, the reason that you have some confidence is you know that even if your team loses, you're potentially cashing the ticket because of the points you're receiving. So in that last example, Cleveland was upwards of an 8-point underdog. If they lose the game by 4 points, by 6 points, by 7 points, you're still winning. You're winning because you got those 8 extra points. On the money line, it doesn't work like that. As I said, this is just picking winners. So why would you do that? Why would you bet a team that instead of getting 8 points, you get 0? Well, the books are going to incentivize you by giving you plus money, plus odds instead of the minus 110 that we're accustomed to. So same example, there are books out there that have Cleveland plus 330 to win this game. That means that it's 3.3 to 1. $100 is going to get back $330 on that wager. So you don't have to be right that often. And the reason they do that is because they know that logically Cleveland is the underdog for a reason. And without their biggest weapon, which is the points that you'd be getting, you need something to keep that bet alive. You need something to be incentivized to do that. So this is something that's a little different, but at the same time, it's actually kind of simple. It's just strictly picking winners and getting the odds to balance that out. There are no spreads. There is nothing like that. This is, you have two teams. You can pick the winner, and whoever wins by no matter how many points is going to cash that ticket. But again, you have to keep an eye on those odds. And that is why OddsShopper has these tools to shop and help you get the best line available for your money lines, for your spreads, for your totals, for whatever you're betting. So keep an eye on that. Stay tuned for more concepts, including when to bet money lines and some strategies if you're interested in that. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that like button and subscribe. Good luck out there. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you soon.